Hello, hello, hello. This is a test. Hello, guys. This is Vineet from Medj Forex, and today is the first time, actually, in a long time, I'm live trying to see what kind of response we get from our user base. And one second, let me actually put it on mute, otherwise, I'll be hearing myself. Okay, so that's better. So, I hope you can hear me, guys. If not, just send me a message. Join on our Discord and send me a message if you, for some reason, are not able to hear me. So, you are looking at my screen, and you can see it's a chart of Euro USD, and you are looking at a 4 hour chart. So, every candle on this chart is representing 4 hours worth of time. So, you can see going back July, there was this huge head and shoulder pattern developed starting July into November, say mid part of November. So the left shoulder you can see is from July into August, then this huge head formation into towards the end of October, then from end of October into say middle of November, we have this breakdown of EUR USD under the neckline. So now we can see this huge drop into end of November, and then there is sideways consolidation in a classic bearish flag formation. And then it broke out of this bearish flag around 10th of December, a couple of days ago. And now it's starting its move down. You can see there's a beautiful move down here. If I now zoom into it, and maybe I can bring the chart level down to 1 hour. You can see it's a classic step down. So it's looking for the next step down here. Let me, draw this thing for you guys. Boom, boom. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then lower high. And the next step is here around 104.50 or 104.60 before it retraces a little bit again. And that's how things work, guys. It's not storage. Hey, I'm running out of storage space. Local space D. Okay, that can. Hey, I'm running out of storage space. Anyways, let it run out and let it see what happens. Let's see how long we can go. So yeah, so I was telling you guys that EUR USD in a long-term bearish pattern, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. If anything, it's going to accelerate from here on. Because why? Why do I think that? Why is it that we think that Euro USD in a long-term bearish mode is money goes where it's treated best? So now, if we look at the interest rates as of now, the current. So let's do our basic research together. It'll give you an idea of how I go about doing some very, very basic research. Okay, so current US Fed rates. Okay, so actual rates right now is 4.75%. Okay, so so let's look at current US inflation rate. I'm looking at something very, very, so it's almost 2% difference between the current inflation and current interest rates. So now if we are parking money in US dollar, you're making 2% per year in the US. So now let's look at current EU inflation. Okay, so current EU inflation is 2.3%. Remember, in the US, we are ahead by 2%. In EU, the inflation is 2.3%, and EU, forgot what EU, and Sweden, Denmark, EU, so they all have different rates, but they are less than 1% of inflation. So where do you think, if given a choice, you would park your money? I would park my money where I'm getting the best treatment for my money, which is the US. So there's a 2% difference between the actual fund rates and the interest rates. So I'm ahead of the game by 2%. So in Europe is less than 1%. So you have 100% advantage over Euro parking your money in USD. So why would you want to be in Euro if you're getting 100% better rate in the US? And US is the biggest economy. US is the most liquid economy and the liquid market on the globe. So why would I want to put my money anywhere else other than Europe? Same thing with Switzerland. They are less than 2%. Their inflation is higher than 2%. Switzerland is actually net negative if we really look at the interest rates. Still, people want to go to Switzerland. I just don't understand, because you're getting so much better treatment in the US side. So I would rather be on the US side than anywhere else on the globe, because right now the money is treated best in the US. So let's see how things are actually playing out. Here, let me actually bring another chart. EUR USD, but from another one, so I don't have to redraw everything. Let me remove all the drawings and let me make this chart into a daily chart. Okay, so every candle now is a daily candle, guys. All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna zoom out. This is not going back far enough. Let me see if I can make it a weekly. If it would go far back. Nah, I don't like this. Let me trip another EUR USD. Forex.com. Yeah, that's some. Look at this, guys. You are looking at a weekly chart for Forex, for EUR USD One second. One second, guys. Oh, let me also actually start a thing on our Discord channel. Okay, you're looking at our Discord. I'm going to actually start a stream on our Discord as well. So all our this is okay. So let me share my screen also. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, and it's going to be this one. Go live. Okay, so you are looking at. No, that's not the screen I want to share. Sharing the wrong screen, guys. Sorry. Screen share. Just bear with me. Is this the one? Okay. Okay, that's the one I think. Yeah. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna minimize. Let's bring this here. Okay. So you are looking at a very long-term EUR USD chart, which is one second, guys. I'm doing this for the first time, guys. I'm trying to go live on multiple channels. Like we are live on YouTube. We are live on LinkedIn. We are live on here on Discord as well as on Telegram. So I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just trying to figure out little technical glitches and see make sure everything is working as well as I can. Okay, let's get back to our chart. Sorry, guys. So we are looking at the really long term EUR USD chart and going back 2006. Now, what do you see here? When I look at the chart, the first thing I do is I look at from left to right. Where is my price going? My price is clearly going low, guys. Okay, guys. And I'm going to create another channel here from, okay. So what does that tell you? The price is in a channel for the last since 2008. So that is what, 16 years? So 16 years price is in one channel. Is it about to break today or tomorrow? Looking at it, 100% not. It is going to stay in that channel, and every time it goes to the top of the channel, it gets rejected, boom, comes down. Last time it went to the top of the channel, it was at 122, around there. And then boom, it came down to 95. And then bounced back to the top of the channel at 112. Boom, got rejected severely. All right, guys. And then we kind of zoom in, and we are currently at 105. Now, where do you think the price is going? In my opinion, looking at the chart, this is a very high level. Looking at the chart, price is going a lot lower. Price, in my opinion, is going towards, first is going to go at par. Par as in at parity. So US dollar to euro is going to be 1. So 1 euro is going to be equal to 1 US dollar in not too distant future. I would say 1 to 3 months. And I'm going to give you another reason as to why that is going to happen. I just showed you guys about the interest rates. Yes, interest rates, you are getting a lot better treatment in the US compared to Europe. Now, there's another couple of reasons why I think this trend is going to accelerate and it's going to go absolutely bananas in the coming weeks to months. So now, initially, the price is going to par, and then, in my opinion, price is going a lot lower towards the bottom of the channel, which is sitting at around 80. So our long term, say 2025 and beyond, US dollar to euro is expected to go to 80 cents. So every US dollar will be equivalent to 80 cents euro 2025 and beyond. And the maths is very, very simple. Why? Because the economies is in the US economy or the North American economies, that is US, Canada, and Mexico, are a lot stronger than the European economy. Interest rates are a lot better in North America compared to Europe. Europe right now is in a lot of trouble. Germany, France, Spain, Italy, they're all in a recession. So is England or United Kingdom. So all these countries are in a recession. The best place to park your money is absolutely 100% is in the US, as I said. So now, as I told you guys about the interest rates, now I wanted to go and talk a bit about other uh, reasons why I think dollar is going to be a lot stronger in the coming weeks to months is the new elections. I'm sure everybody knows by now that Donald Trump is the next president of the US. And the first thing he's come out and said that, hey, I am going to go and put tariffs on all these goods and services coming from countries like China, India, Canada, Mexico, because he thinks that over the years and decades, all these countries have been taking undue advantage of of the U.S. and the U.S. economy and U.S. companies and U.S. Policy, especially coming from the liberals or Democrat side. Now, think about it. He's saying he's going to put 100% tariff from, say, goods from China or India. Even if he does 10%, that means the goods are going to become 10% more expensive, or goods are going to need 10% more US dollars. Because if you want to buy something from the US, you have to spend money in US dollars. You have to pay companies in the US dollars. So now you have to pay, say, something is worth $100 and there's a 10% tariff. You have to pay $100 to the US company and $10 to the US government. That's the only way you can bring goods into the US and sell it for, say, 120 so you can make $10. So is that going to raise prices for the American people? Yes. But it is also going to raise your cost as a supplier. Now, instead of 100, you have to pay 110, and it's going to raise the demand for the dollar. So the ultimate winner is the dollar. So now, if you are a supplier from Europe and you are supplying into United States, and now you have to raise 10 extra dollars, that means you have to sell equivalent amount of euros. So what happens when you're buying dollars and selling euros? Dollar is getting stronger, euro is getting weaker. I hope this is making sense. So now you have not only have percentage wise the interest rates, you're getting better deposit rates in the US. You are also then getting better rates, demand for the US dollars because of the tariffs. So now here's the third one. 3 days ago, Donald Trump comes out and says, hey, anyone, any business or any country or any company or any business who comes into the US and sets up a business and sets up a factory worth $1 billion or investments worth $1 billion or more, he's going to cut all the red tape and he's going to give them special treatment. Now, what he's trying to do is he's trying to bring manufacturing and services into the US that left US in the past to go to countries like China and India. So now he wants to create incentives for the companies to come and create and set up factories and set up shops in the US instead of going to Canada, India, or any other country in Asia or Europe or Africa or South America. So what does that do? That creates demand for dollars in the US. Now, if somebody's setting up a factory, it's from, say, China, moving the factory, say, from Vietnam into the US, they cannot spend the Vietnamese dong in the US. They'll have to sell their currency to buy US currency so they can spend that currency in the US to create those factories and to create those jobs. So now what does that tell you? What that tells you is that there is going to be a lot of demand for the US dollar going future in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So where would you rather be, on the currencies that are going to be sold or the currencies those are going to be bought? My vote is, I want to be on the side where my money is being treated the best, where the currencies are going to be bought. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. Is it right? It may not be right. And I don't care. We should not care. We are here to make money. We are not here to be intellectually right or wrong. Our goal is to create as much profit long term as much as we can. So, that said, let's look at. So, already looked at the chart for EUR USD, where I've told you guys where I see things going in the future in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's our long term outlook on EUR USD. In the short term, are there going to be bounce backs or counter trend rallies? Yes, 100%. Yes, there are going to be counter trend rallies. There are going to be bounces back and forth. That's how markets work. Nothing goes up or down in a straight line, guys. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Here, guys, say here. While I'm looking at these things are so, like, look at this beautiful, like, if you guys, we caught this move here. Let me make this pattern to show you guys how I look at things. Hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. Okay, so here's the head and shoulders. Look at this, guys. Like, left shoulder is beautiful head made. Right shoulder, and boom, once the price breaks, guys, see the trade from 116 all the way down to 95. That's a signal. That's how beautifully it was set up. And we actually took that trade. We made a decent amount of money. We didn't actually capture it all the way down. We got out around par, around parity, which is like 1 to 1. Then we actually got out. So now we have been building short positions or sell positions right around here, 111. And I've been going in our Discord channel. If you haven't joined our Discord channel, guys, you should do that in a hurry. Why? Because everything that I'm telling you here, everything is documented in our Discord channel, in our market analysis right here. So let me bring that up. And if I go up, and I'll show you guys everything, absolutely 100% everything is documented in our market here. You see that, guys? So everything that I'm talking on the chart, everything is already here in front of you guys. So if you haven't joined our Discord, now is the time. And how much does it cost? Absolutely nothing. All I ask you guys to do is participate and talk to me and give me some feedback as to what is it that you would like me to cover for you guys. That's all I'm expecting. So now, while I'm here, before I go back to the chart, let me show you guys how our Discord channel actually works. Okay, let me move this to the bottom right here. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now, first to join, just come in and say hello, introduce yourself, and then watch this video. It'll explain to you guys what to expect when you join our Discord channel. And then we have our education where we have a lot of educational material, chart patterns, and whatnot. And then we have a section called long-term chart analysis. Everything that I'm talking here about my charts, I've already captured, and everything is in this long-term chart analysis for pretty much every major pair in the marketplace. But the most important 4 parts are, number one is the market analysis, where I come in on a day-to-day basis and show you guys what's happening in the market, which pair is moving fast, and if I see any immediate setups that I want you guys to take action on. And I'll never let me tell you this. I would never ever ask you to take action unless I myself or at Edge Forex, we're not taking that action. We show you guys what we do. We are not here preaching. This is not a course. I'm not selling you guys anything. I am showing you our trades. I'm showing you what we trade on a live basis, on day-to-day regular basis. Then you have all of our trades. So we have trades, 3 accounts. We're trading 3 accounts for marketing purposes to show you guys. Well, our own internal trades accounts are totally different. These are also our trade accounts, but we advertise, or we rather show you guys every single trade that we take in real time. So for example, right now, this morning, we took a trade of selling USD CHF, and this is the price we sold at. Let me bring it up. And we capture the chart as and when we took that trade, we capture the chart and we post that chart on our Discord, so you guys can come back and see that, hey, how that actually trade played out. So we tell you guys that, hey, we opened a trade, the trade is 0.01 and our profit target is 3 euros. So on a 0.01 lot, we are targeting 30 pips for this particular trade. All right, guys. So we open another trade for CAD CHF. Again, here is the chart. That's how it looked when we took that particular trade. All right, guys. And now, okay, so now we can see a trade that we closed earlier, which was the AUD USD trade. A bunch of trades that we took that we closed at the same time. So anytime we are taking a trade on any of our accounts, they are published here on the real-time basis. So now you'll see we have 3 roads: low road, middle road, and high road. Now, why do we have these 3 roads? The reason for these 3 roads is not every trader is the same. We are trading the same strategy on all 3 roads: low road, middle road, and high road. But not every trader is the same. Not every trader is uh, going to have the same amount of balance or equity in their accounts. So these 3 rows are based on the account equity that a trader can afford to have in their account at any given point. And the other thing is, guys, only trade the money you are ready to lose, because markets are ruthless. You never know what's going to happen. So only trade the amount you are willing to lose. I know it's counterintuitive, but that's the only advice that I can give you guys. Only trade the amount that you are willing to lose. All right, that said, we have low road. If your account balance is, say, give or take 1,000, say 1,000, 2,000, 1,500, or even a little less than 1,000, you want to follow our trades because they are sized based on 1,000. So if your account size is 1,000, we are going to create an order or a trade for the lot size 0.01. So your lot sizes are based on the account size. So if your account size is around 1,000, your lot size is going to be 0.01 lot. And then we have middle road. If your account size is, say, 10,000, say around 10, 12, 15,000, you want to follow our signals based on middle road, because you'll see here lots, 0.06 lots. That is why do we have that? Is based on, is, in other words, for every 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 euros or dollars in your account will equate to 0.01 lot for your order or the trade size. Because we trade very conservatively, we don't want to risk more than 1-2% of your account size, because capital preservation or equity preservation is absolute paramount for us. It's the most important thing that we preach of in our trading. So now our main big account is the high road. The high road is if your account balance is, say, 50,000 to more. That's where you want to follow signals on from our high road. As you'll see, for example, the lot size is 0.48 lot size at the for the high road account. So, and our profits are also proportionate. For example, here the AUD-CAD closed trade, we have a profit of 335 euros. And then for the same AUD-CAD close account, the profit would be proportionate. Let me make sure I find that here. So instead of 335, here is only 45 euros on the middle road. And on the low road, for the same AUD-CAD would be, where did it go? Right here. On the low road, it'll be 732. So for 732 on the low road, 45 on the middle road and 335 on the high road. Now, why am I showing you this? Because it's the exact same trades. Okay, so same strategy on all of our roads, middle road, high road, and low road. The only difference is the lot size. The lot size will change based on which road you're following, and that is based on your account size. So that said, you need to figure out which one do you want to follow. And if you have any questions that, hey, my account size is say in middle of those two rows, what do I do? So then just give me a message, send me a message, and then I'll have a discussion with you one on one to kind of guide you guys what your lot size should be when you're following these trades. So that said, let's go back and all right. Any questions so far? If you guys are watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on LinkedIn or any other social media platform, join our Discord to join me in a conversation, or if you have any questions. Our Discord channel is just go to your Google and just type in https edge.forex, https://edge.forex. So it'll bring you straight to our Discord server where I am live at this very moment. All right, guys. So any questions, any comments, I'll be here, to address whatever you guys want me to. So that said, I'm going to get out of our Discord for now, and let's go back to my favorite place, which is charts and charts and charts. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Bear with me, guys. 1 second. All right. So we are looking at the EUR USD chart. That's what we looked at before. Now let's look at USD CAD. All right. Now, okay, so this is going back. So 2008. So I want to keep the analysis same as we did for EUR USD. Start looking at the chart for the last 16 years. So this is going back 2008, where USD spiked, came down, and then it's on an uptrend. So let's draw a trend line. Okay, I'm going to show you guys, which is actually going to be a bit more important than this trend line. And let me clear the 4 drawings. Let me draw the trend line again. Okay. There is this trend line. And let me draw this on the top. Okay, so there is this big triangle which is about to form. Okay, guys. So now it is my analysis that, as I said, what do I see? What do I do when I look at a chart? I look from left to right. What is my trend? Where is my price going? It's clear the trend is upwards. It's going high. It's going above. I guess left is low, right is high. It's a high trend. And looking at a weekly chart going back all the way 2008. So it made a major low at 2008 and now is on an upwards trend. And if I zoom in further, okay, the last high, recent high was around 139, 140. Okay. This is going back October 22. So now from October 22 till very recently, till about November 24, it was a range bound. It was stuck in this range. On the top at around 140 and on the bottom at around 131, say 130. So between 1,000 pip range, it was stuck for the last 2.5 years, and it was just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, uh, consolidation, because it started from the low of 120 and then it created that bullish flag pattern. Okay, what is a flag? Bullish flag is a consolidation pattern where the price is on an uptrend and it's going and it's consolidating on the sideways, and then it kind of breaks out of that flag, and that's exactly what it did a few weeks ago, and now it's on its way up. And it's a principle in technical analysis, guys, that the longer it consolidates, the stronger the trend when it breaks out of that consolidation. So it was a 2-year consolidation. Okay, guys. So the trend needs to be that much stronger, that much longer. So now, what are markets? Okay, if say 100% of the time markets trend only 20% of the time. Rest 80% they move sideways, 20 to 30. So let's do a medium, say 25%. So market will trend 25% and is going to consolidate for 70 to 80% of the time, say 75% of the time. So now if a 2-year period is a sideways consolidation and we take 25% of the 2 years, that is 2 years to 24 months, and 10% is 2.4 months, 2.4 months, say 5 months is going to rally, is going to up over. So it has another 4 months minimum, in my opinion, to go up and to go around this level, around 146, 147. So okay, guys. So next April, May, it should be around that level. Or to negate my analysis, it has to come below this 139 level, and then it'll negate this particular setup. Then we'll see if it does negate that 139, then we'll see what's happening at that point. But right now, I'm going with the assumption that it's going to resume its uptrend and then going to go back here and then go up to 146, 147 level. And then it's going to consolidate and then break out higher. Why am I so sure? Why am I so convicted? I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I could be wrong. But based on the analysis, based on what I see happening, based on the interest rates, based on the economic power, because as I said before to you guys, Trump is saying that he is going to come out and put tariffs on Canadian goods. He's going to put tariffs on Mexican goods. So all that is not looking good at all for Canadian dollars. It's not looking good at all for Mexican peso. It's not looking good for euro. It's not looking good for rupee. It's not looking good for Chinese yuan. Right now, the only thing till it plays out, who knows how he's going to do tariffs? We don't know that. Right now, it's all rhetoric, and everybody is reacting based on that rhetoric. Now, is he going to put out 100% tariff? I don't think so. Is he going to do less than half of it? More than likely. Is he mostly bark? Yes. Why is he barking so hard? Because he wants to intimidate the owner. He's a bully. Guys, Donald Trump is nothing but a bully. And right now, all he's doing is bullying his counterparts in Europe, his counterparts in North America. That is all he is doing at this particular time. So now, how do you deal with a bully? Again, everybody has their own philosophy. Right now, I'm only seeing what is probable in the marketplace. So right now, looking at where things are, everybody is going to please or try to please Trump and going to submit into whatever he wants without looking weak. For example, Trudeau, who's the Canadian Prime Minister, came out yesterday and said that, hey, if you guys are going to put tariffs, we'll do the same, because they did the same, what, about 8, 9 years ago in 2016 when Trudeau came out, or when Trump in his last term came out and put tariffs on Canada, on Canadian steel, and Trudeau then responded saying that, okay, you want to put tariffs on our steel, we're going to put tariffs on your Harley Davidson and Hershey chocolates and Gillette blades and all those kind of things. So it was like a tit for tat, and he's saying that, hey, they're going to do tit for tat tariffs on U.S. goods if U.S. puts goods on a tariff on Canadian goods. Here's the kicker: Canada ships to US a lot more than US ships to Canada. That is one thing to keep in mind. Even if they do tit for tat tariffs, it's going to be in favor of the US, not in favor of Canada. What does that do? That weakens Canadian dollar and strengthens US dollar, because tariffs, they are paid in US dollar, not in Canadian dollars, when goods are flowing from Canada into the US. So as and when those tariffs talks happen, this pair is going to move higher and higher and higher, unless something changes, unless they have something totally that they agree upon and it's totally tariff free, all of that, then all bets are off. But as things they stand as of now, that's how it's looking, that it is going. This USD CAD pair is going a lot higher in short to medium term. I would say 4, 5, 6 months. So that said, I hope you're getting something of value. And if you are watching on any of our social media, I request you guys to join our Discord, which is at https://edge.forex, edge.forex. And our Discord is Road to a Million Club, where I showed you 3 roads. Okay, let me go back to our Discord. I'll show you guys 3 roads, which is the low road, middle road, and high road, and all roads that lead to a million. Our goal, my personal goal, and Edge Forex's goal is to create 1,000 millionaires. And we are taking 3 roads to that million. The low road, if your account balance is say around 1,000 or thereabouts. Middle road, if your account balance is say 10,000 or thereabouts. High road, if your account balance is 50,000 or higher. Now, how do I know for sure that we'll reach to a million? I'll show you guys. 1 second. I'll show you our path on the middle road so far. And again, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is going to take time. It is going to take years, not weeks or months. It is a long journey, and it is going to take a long time, a lot of years. And here, I'll show you the trajectory of our middle road. So on middle road, we started 1,411 days ago. Okay, guys? And we have a total return. We started with $1,000. Now we have a total return of 609%, with an average monthly return of 4.2%, a weekly return of 1%, and a peak drawdowns. At the most, we risked 7.1% of our account. Now, that over 1,400 days, where we generated over 55,000 pips, this is a remarkable achievement. We have a risk to reward ratio of 3.1%. So for every $1 that we risk, we generate $3.81 in profits. Now, you show me, guys, any strategy out there that has survived 1,400 days, has consistent return of over 4% a month, and has a 3.81 to 1 risk reward to risk ratio. So for every dollar you risk, you're getting a reward of 3.81%. or dollars. So now let's look at some more analysis on how our strategy performed. Come on, load, 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 load. There we go. That's our equity curve, guys. That's beautiful. Like a 30 degrees smooth sailing. All right. So these are the pairs we trade. AUD, USD, USD CHF, AUD CAD, EUR USD, EUR AUD, NZD USD, EUR CAD, EUR CHF, and CAD CHF. And it shows you the breakdown on our trades. And it shows you we have 192% return. It shows you basically buy or sell. It's not that important. And this shows you how long we keep our trades open. So vast majority of our trades are between 1 day and 1 week. So again, the trading that we market are the to show our trading, to share with you guys, to all roads that are actually leading to a million is short-term trading. It's not scalping, is not medium term, it's a short-term trading. So we hold anywhere from few minutes to a week to a few weeks max. We're not holding for months or years or anything. That's our long-term trading. I'll talk to you guys about that also. Okay, guys. Now here it shows you what I want to show you guys is a chart that shows you by month how we did. Risk, was it in risk? Okay. Here, based on our trades, okay, this is the possibility of a 10% loss. There is a probability of 0.3%, less than 1%. So it's 99% positive that you'll never have a loss of 10% or higher. But what's more important is to see 20% loss all the way to 100% loss. There is 0% probability. That's looking at the data of over 1,411 days. All right, guys. All this data, all this history is for you to scrutinize. Okay, these links are public. All this data is public. You can go and scrutinize each and every single trade of ours. Okay, at this particular one. So let's go back to the main page here. And then look at some stuff here. What's that? That's a little celebration of how we do well. We did. I like this. All right. So now we're back to orders. Here you can see, you'll see each and every single order that we have placed in the. So these are our existing orders that are actually open. Okay, guys. And then all you have to do is closed orders. Okay. So there are 112 pages worth of closed orders. Here you can see we created 55,000 pips. More than that, guys, there are more than 5,000, almost 5,600 orders. That means we placed 5,600 trades. We have placed over the time of 1,411 days. That should in itself tell you guys something as to how well tested and how well the strategy that we have employed performs at Edge Forex. And that is what we share with you guys live. And we do not ask you for any money. All you have to do is join our Discord and then start following our trades and start be part of discussions and give us your feedback. That's all. That is all I ask of you guys. And then let's look at our high road. So this was a medium road where the balance is, say, what's the balance right now? So around 13,000 and change. And the current P&L is -5. And rest you guys can go and verify all this yourself. So let's go look at how things look at High Road. All right, guys. So High Road, we started this account with $60,000 or euros. I'm sorry, and it wasn't started too long ago. It was only started about 200 days ago. Okay, guys. So in this particular account, it's 200 days old, and you can see the peak drawdown on the middle road was 7.1%. This is 1.7% because it's rather a fairly new account. It's only 200 days old. Here, the risk reward ratio is even higher. The middle road was 3.81. The high road, we are looking at 4.71%. So every dollar or every euro your account you expose to a trade, you expect to make 4.71 back every single time, and that is 80% of the times. Does not get any better, guys. Does not get any better. So we have generated about 15 grand in profits in the last 200 days. So again, this account also will reach a million, but a lot faster than the middle road, obviously. So here we are looking at this point, if we are able to sustain a monthly growth of say around 4%, which I believe we will, we are looking at about 4.5 or so years for this account to reach a million euros. And it will reach there 100%. No doubts whatsoever in my mind. So why? Because how our strategy has performed over the last 5 years. It's not guaranteed, is it? But then there are no guarantees in this world, guys. But it's as close to a guarantee as it comes, where you have less than 1% chance that this strategy will ever have more than 10% drawdown. And there is 0% chance, based on all the historical data that we have created with backtesting, and because this strategy is deployed on, I would say, at least 2 dozen of our own accounts and the accounts and the accounts that we manage of Waterhub. This strategy has been deployed on hundreds of accounts at this point. Hundreds. And is performing beautifully. And I don't see a reason why it would not perform any differently, because it survived the COVID crash. It survived all the economic crashes that happened during COVID. It survived all the upheaval that happened after COVID, where markets started taking off like a rocket ship. It survived all of that. And going back to the middle road, you will see the peak drawdown during the last 1400 days, during the entire COVID period, is 7.1%. That speaks volumes for this particular strategy. So now, even if you have $1,000, you can still join this road to a million. All you have to do is just go to the low road and you'll see the performance over there. All right, guys, here. You'll see the risk to reward ratio, 4.58. So every dollar you risk, you make back $4.58 or euros. Here, this particular strategy or this particular account is 179 days old. So it's rather new. So now is the time. If you have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 bucks, now is the time to start following the trades on this account. It is very simple to do all of that. All you have to do is join our Discord and start following our trades that we have on Discord. That is all you have to do at any given point. So that said, guys, I think I want to take a little break and I will be back. I'll leave this live on, and if you have any questions, you can type on our Discord, or just going to take a little break, go use the bathroom, have a sip of water, and I will be back. I'm not going anywhere. I will be back very shortly. I'm just taking a short break.